or what is the relation between the speed, time and distance? Physics first chapter from class 9th.
Speed equals to distance by time.
Okay, you all know this one, right? Unit speed is equal to distance by time. Okay, we use this formula in this problem, right? Okay, now back to the question. A train travels a distance of 480 kilometers. So there are 2 points here, point A and then point B. Point A and then point B. So what is the distance between these 2 points? 480 kilometers. The distance between these 2 points is 480 kilometers. A train travels a distance of 480 kilometers at a uniform speed. Okay, so a train travels from this point to this point at a uniform speed. So what I will take the speed of the train be x kilometer. Okay, let's assume, let the speed of the train be x kilometer per hour. So in most of the cases, in most of the problems, so you need to take x as the quantity which you need to find. So here, what is the last sentence of the problem? We need to find the speed of the train. We need to find the speed of the train. Okay, because most of you guys are confused, like which one we need to take as x, whether it is distance, whether it is speed, whether it is time. So for that, you need to just go through the whole problem. Okay, that x is given in the last sentence. So we need to find the speed of the train. So that is our last sentence. So here you need to take speed of the train as x kilometer per hour, right? Speed of the train is x kilometer per hour. So what is the distance? Distance is 480 kilometers. The distance is 480 kilometers, right? Okay. So now what is the time? If the speed of the train, if the speed is x kilometer per hour and then distance is 480 kilometer, then what is the time taken by the train to travel this distance? Use the same formula. Speed is equal to distance by time. Then what is time? Time is equal to what?
Speed into distance.
Speed into distance. Time is equal to, you need to just exchange these two, right? This time will go here and then you will get this speed here. So time is equal to distance divided by speed. Yes or no? Any confusion here? Speed is equal to distance by time. Speed is equal to distance by time. So time is equal to what? Distance by speed. Cross multiplication. You need to take the denominator time in the numerator and then the speed which is in the numerator on the LHS. You need to take that one to the denominator. So you will get time is equal to distance by speed. So what is time? Time is equal to, what is distance here? 480 kilometers. What is the speed? What is the speed? X kilometer per hour. Okay, if you are getting confused, please ask. So this is our first condition. This is the first case. Okay, so in first case, you will get time is equal to 480 by x. Okay, you can write case 1. What is the case 1? Here, the speed of the train is x kilometer per hour. If the speed of the train is x kilometer per hour, it will take 480 divided by x hours. Okay, you can write hours here. 480 divided by x hours to travel this distance, right? So what is case 2? Just go through the question. What is case 2? Anyone? What is case 2 here? The case 2 is if the speed had been 8 km per hour less. If the speed of the train is 8 kilometer per hour less than the first case. If it had been 8 kilometer per hour less than the first case, then what is the speed in the second case? Travels a distance of 480 km at a uniform speed. So that is my first case. So from that I got time is equal to 480 divided by x hours. Second statement, if the speed had been 8 km per hour less, it is clearly given here. If the speed had been 8 km per hour less. So in case 2, what is the speed? X minus
minus
8 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ಪರ್ ಅವರ್. ಹೌದಲ್ಲ, ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಇದೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಇಂಟರ್ಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಡಾಟಾ. ಏನು ಬೇಕು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಬೇಕು. ಡಾಟಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಟಿ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ? ಕೇಸ್ 2, if the speed had been 8 km per hour less, then this is the speed of the train. Distance is distance. In second case also the distance will remain same. Here the train is traveling from A to B. Even in the second case, only the speed of the train is decreasing. Only the speed of the train is decreasing in the second case. The distance between the 2 points will remain same. Okay, so what is distance? 480 kilometer. Okay, it would have taken read the question again.
3 hours.
See here, if the speed of the train is less, if the speed of the train is decreased by 8 km per hour, if the speed of the train is decreased by 8 km per hour, then the train will take 3 hours more to cover the same distance. The train will take 3 hours more to cover the same distance. So here, in this case, the time taken is t1 plus 3. What is t1? Let me take this one as t1. First case, time taken in the first case. This is my t1. So in the second case, it is t1 plus 3. Because you had this one, right? Direct, what is that? Direct and inverse proportion. Speed and time are inversely proportional. If the speed increases, time decreases. If the speed decreases, the time will increase. So here the time will be t1 plus 3. So what is this t1? What is this t1? 480 by x. Yes or no? The t1 is 480 by x. So what I will do? I will replace this t1 by 480 by x plus 3. Understood? Any doubts here? Time, the time in the second case, is 3 hours more than the time in the first case. The time in the second case is 3 hours more than the time in the first case. So the time in the first case, as per the formula, 480 by x. So if you substitute this t1 here, you will get 480 by x plus 3. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now put this time, distance and speed in this equation. Put this time, distance, speed in this equation and simplify. You will get a quadratic equation. So what I will do, I will take distance is equal to speed into time. Speed into time. Okay, just take this time in the numerator. You will get distance is equal to speed into time. So what is distance here? Here the distance is 480. What is speed? Speed is x minus 8. What is time? What is time? 480 divided by x plus 3. 480 divided by x plus 3. This one. Okay. Now simplify this. You will get a quadratic is equal to x minus 8 into 480 divided by x plus 3. Now how to simplify this one? 480 as it is, x minus 8 again as it is. Now simplify this. Okay, so here you will have 1. So what is the LCM of x and 1? X, okay, into 1 into x. Okay, you will get 480 plus 3x. Understood? 480 plus 3x. What is the next step? What is the next step? So here there are two brackets, so you need to multiply these two. So how you will multiply these two? Here the denominator is 1, so what I will do, I will keep this x as it is here. Okay, let me keep x as it is. So what you will get here? X minus 8 into so can we take common here, common out of these two? 3 and 480, what is common here? What is common in between these two? 3 and 480. 3 is common. So if you take 3 common, then you will get 160 plus x. Okay, now take this 3 and x to the LHS. So what you will get? You need to take this x to the LHS. You will get 480x, and then this 3 to the denominator. Right? Denominator will come in the numerator, and numerator you will get it in the denominator. Understood? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. Now
Yes,
multiply
sir.
these two. X minus 8 into 160 plus x. Okay, here 3 ones are again 160. So 160x is equal to, multiply these two. What you will get? Again, okay, now you can't use that formula. Okay, because you may use, but it's a bit confused because we have this negative term here. So instead of that, I will multiply each terms. So what I will get? 160x, if you multiply these two, and then here plus x square, and then minus, what is 16 into 8? These two, 18 into 6, 8. So what is 8 into 16? 16 8s are fast. What is 16 into 8? 16 table. $128.
128.
Minus 8x. Okay. Now simplify this one. This 160x will cancel out. Yes or no? Okay, sorry, you missed this 0 here. 1280. So what we will get? 0 is equal to x square minus 8x minus 1280, or you can write it as x square minus 8x minus 1280 is equal to 0. So this is the required quadratic equation.